burn, I've been ready for this. Since like 9-5, I've been eager for this. Talent on the rise, I'm consistent with this. Trophy is the prize, ain't no gimmicks with this. Okay, now what's left on them? Told you I'ma flex on them. I did it all subtle, ooh, and then I hit that exit on them. Gotta blame my faith, cause these odds ain't got nothing on them. I secured the safe for the cradle, I ain't dropping nothing, ooh. Only winning is exception, ain't no truce. Ain't no dub, ain't no L on my crew. Only winning is exception on my crew. Yeah. Ain't no dub, ain't no L. I used to dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this.
Coming to you from the venue that hosted the Super Bowl back in February of '06. Welcome to Ford Field in downtown Detroit. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Chicago Bears and the Detroit Lions. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Play action, they'll throw. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off here at 29. And he will bring it back. An interception return for the Lions touchdown.
Zane Gonzalez lining up for the extra.
And the defense could not have written a much better script than that. First drive, pick 6.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game, getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
16 yards.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Back to throw here. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8.
Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys? Coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night, guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
They'll look to throw here on first down. His throw incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there, but it'll be second down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone, and there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Brandon Cooks. A gain of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. The first carry for the shifty Tariq Cohen. Pass the 20.
We'll take that.
They hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about. Brutal, so take away the long touchdown.
It's a cruel game sometimes, partner.
Get up the field. And that was just like, there was a stretch of the break up there. That was a fucking
Brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
Receiver, the ball carrier.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Now a 2nd down and 6. Again, he'll drop to throw. That's into the hands of the tight end, Boyle. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Tariq Cohen. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown.
Chicago.
Tariq Cohen, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game.
The kick is
And
good.
his kick is good.
That ties the game at 7.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with DeAndre Swift. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
third down. He'll drop to throw. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains. They'll run here with Swift. They'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They'll try and run here with Swift. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hawkinson. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't have a contract on it.
But he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A gain there of 21 yards. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. The tackle there by Brian Poole.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
At the Bears, 29.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Running is Swift. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
The ball carrier.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll take us to the end of the first quarter. These two teams all tied after 1. The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here. They'll try it now with Swift. eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Wow, first and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. They'll run with Swift. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it.
I don't think even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. This will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. 3rd and goal now, mere inches from pay dirt. They will run it with Swift here. And they'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. DeAndre Swift, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Lions have taken the lead. And he puts it through. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Down, Chicago.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll try to counter here. Cohen. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And we've got movement. I think this is against the Bears here. Let's find out. And maybe they were coming with a blitz that time and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming. Pick them up. Pick them up. And someone jumped.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. That's complete to Mooney. And he's got some space here. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. There goes an impressive 31-yard gain. And that's now 2 big catches on this drive for him.
You know, the NFL keeps talking about the possibility of using video for coaching on the sidelines. That's not approved yet. But you can still use pictures. They've got to send his picture down to their defense and say, you see him? Cover him.
Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. And he's brought down.
Melvin
It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. They'll run forward with Tariq Cohen, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. There have been points on the board. We just saw back-to-back touchdown drives. I love it. I'm high-fiving our statistician, Christian McLeod, and you're angry. You're a defensive guy.
If you met one of my defensive coordinators, God rest his soul, I'm surprised he isn't in this booth right now wanting to really take you on. This is not football the way he sees it. He wants a good old-fashioned kicking game, defense, field position, and we're getting an up-and-down-the-field game here.
I'll take him. Where's his tombstone?
Boot Hill, baby.
2nd and 4. They'll find Swift out of the backfield. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be 3rd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 14 and a 1st down for Detroit.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right at them and right up the middle.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
I don't know why you put that in there. It's all right. I can help you, but you gotta drink it. You have to finish it first, all right?
On 2nd down, Swift. And he's going to take this down close to a 1st down at about the Bears' 38. That goes as a gain of 8 and it moves the chains.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They run on 1st down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line.
2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
2nd and 8.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. On 2nd down, Swift. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage.
But there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. It's caught inside by Robinson. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
Complete to
5 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minute.
And he takes this
Let's
one.
go, Swifty!
Touchdown. DeAndre Swift, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Lions have broken our tie as they take the lead.
the kick is,
And he'll bang that one through.
makes the score Lions 21, Bears 14.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant.
Are you kidding me, bro? The quarterback, man.
10.
Yeah, celebrate, bro. That's crazy.
Chicago.
That's crazy, bro.
Tariq Cohen on
I'm
his
never
way to
trying
a
to run it back.
monster
I'm
game.
like,
3
quarterback
first-half
just lit this
touchdowns.
ball up.
And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21.
That ties the game at
Can't believe
21
that shit
apiece.
just happened, bro. The man, God, just love this dude.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Worst shot. I just wanted the worst shot I've seen on that. The quarterback, bro.
Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. This offense thankful, I'm sure, to have the football back, but also, Charles, after a long drive of their own, they've got to be a little weary.
Yeah, I would agree with that, and what you have to do to combat it, try and get fresh legs in where you can, especially the skill positions, and then for the offensive line.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And the half will begin with a touchback.
I can't believe it.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Second and 6, just inside the 30. Gonna give this time to the tailback. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
3rd and 4.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line.
This is awful.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
And the Bears first down.
And pretty good pursuit there defensively. He's brought down, no gain on the play. Second down coming up.
Brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Oh, he almost had it. Already with one interception, just missing his second there.
Incomplete.
I think someone's going to get into QB1's ear when he gets to the sideline. Already thrown an interception. That one should have been picked.
Yeah,
Look, let's just be honest about it. That would be the second person in his ear because he's hearing it in the huddle right now.
Not the start to the game he wanted. Like you said, the pick on the opening drive, second drive, not much better. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. He's at the 40. 20. 10. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown.
Zane Gonzalez.
Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw. A free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25.
25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen.
But I think the ball's out, and this is scooped up by the Lions. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case wide receiver, you got to be careful.
Certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time, completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake at the ball and knock it free.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 41-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 12 yards there and a first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. They'll run it with Johnson. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there. So from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
And the Bears in the nickel. No, wait, they're in the dime. 6 DBs out there on 3rd.
Could play an exotic coverage.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Throwing right, and that's complete. And out of bounds right around the 20. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
10 at the 17-yard line.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now a carry for Swift. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And he'll give it here to his running back. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal.
Well, this has been a long drive. In fact, it's eaten up a good chunk of the 3rd quarter, which is precisely what you want when you're playing with the lead. You control the football, you control the clock, and impose your will on the defense.
Here's Swift. And the Lions Lions are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. 2nd and goal from the 1. One more time with Swift. He'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Taking it in for the yard now. And the Lions add on to their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bears take over 1st and 10.
Just got paid.
25-yard
Friday
line.
night. Feeling good. Feeling well. None of that. No, that's not the good.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it now because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word and I just kept using it.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Drop it. Ooh, drop that.
Incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. This is caught. It's Cooks. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the 1st down.
Lockett with a grab over the middle. Touchdown, Chicago. Tyler Lockett, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bears have cut it to within a score.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. It's a big play there for the Lions. 51 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Now it's Swift. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
Taken down right at
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
It's 10 o'clock in the morning.
Once again, it's Swift. And down inside the 15 he goes.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Ryan Kerrigan in on the tackle.
Definitely too early to panic, but that is his 4th carry of the game, and collectively has a total 10 yards. So maybe there's no panic, but maybe some concern.
Yeah, and maybe a little concern up front because they're not giving him any space right now. He's going to swing this one out to his running back. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. From the gun, here's Swift. And they're able to corral him right around the 8, and that's short of the 1st down. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. Darnell Mooney, the target there. And now it's 2nd down.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Escaping the pressure right. Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And he will have the Bears' 1st down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
Bears.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this will be caught by Mooney. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A Chicago 1st down there on a gain of 11.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. They'll look to throw now on 1st down.
Yes, sir.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up at the 33. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
They'll start on the ground with Swift. Good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the broken tackle.
He was tackled.
A gain of 3, 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
The Lions on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. man out of the backfield.
Let's go, Swifty!
And he's going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. It goes as a gain of 6, and it's a first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They'll look to throw here. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. Touchdown, Detroit. Kenny Galladay, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Lions are able to grow their lead. Great corner out there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
After this game, I promise I'll fix it. I approve.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
I think Mommy has to pick it up. Yes.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing big here in this fourth quarter. Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 47. They're going to look to throw. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well,
what a dive!
Touchdown, Bears. Jarnell Mooney, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bears cut into that lead. And Charles, the defender, was there. He just didn't get it.
Sometimes these plays turn into basketball in a sense. With 2 guys going up for the football, which guy's going to box the other away from it and grab it?
Yeah, I know you hear it a lot, but it's just the will to get it, right?
Oh, without a doubt. The will, as well as some really nice touch on the ball that was thrown.
And some talent, too. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Come on, Frank, you got to get this.
And they've got it. They recovered it. They hang on now. There's a penalty flag down. So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the fourth.
No, not at all. And they're trying to get something going after one there. But you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. It's down to the 35. 11 yards there and a Lion first down. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. Running from the gun, Johnson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now a timeout coming in here defensively, as they stop it before the 2-minute warning with 2:09 to go in the game. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Swift. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
Ball carrier.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
It's fourth down.
We up 10. Why not, right? We up 10. You smell like a baby, son, because you're a baby.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
How would you like to be represented, son?
They'll try to nail the Swift, and he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. The Lions turned away on 4th down, and the Bears will get the football back. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
What's the code? Another code.
They'll drop the throw. He's going to let it fly.
Thank you for coming, baby.
And that should do it. It's Desmond Trufant.
Oh, no, that's Trufant.
And you have to wonder, Charles, in a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
But based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole. On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now, because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
The tackle, and that effort gets him to first before he's brought down. It's a gain of 6, and that ought to just about do it. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
The offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee.
Final score, Lions 40.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points. Continually feel like they're moving the ball, things are working and clicking.
This is what we do.
Follow this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Lions, they move back over 500 now at 4-3. And they'll have another home date next week as the New York Giants come to town. Meanwhile, for Chicago, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at MetLife Stadium with the New York Jets. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
Let's check it. My man, 14, 15, 155 yards, 1 touchdown. Swifty. That's how we got to win ball games, man. Not with Mikhail. He ain't it. Swifty. Thank you for coming. Swifty. Thank you for coming. Those 5, 6 yards, those get us in the second and 5, 3rd and 4, you know, 3rd and 2. Oh yeah. Who? Mater. Oh, Mater from Cars. Got you. Yeah, Mater is racing with Lightning McQueen. One dot. Mater is, who else is he racing with? Y'all each should have 2 picks. Well, I ain't gonna say none. He got a lot of tackles this game. He played a lot of sub packages because he came out of a lot of sub packages. Even offensively, it was like, man, we couldn't defend. But running the ball, you couldn't burn the ball on us at all. Get the sun some food, and then I'll be back with some Warzone. Hopefully I can get some of the homies on. We can, you know, get it live, you know, try to get some wins. Maximum effort. Just like this, man. We came out here, got a win, man. Trying to go first place in the division. Hopefully that the Vikings lose, then we can go first place in the division. Yes, sir. Yeah, that is outside. It's snowing, son.
Out of the draft, watch me ball, soon as I snap, hit of the pack, walk with a sack, shaking them all, breaking them all, walking my wall like I do, sit on the throne, get in the zone, turn it on, maybe the shoes, maybe the team, maybe the camp, maybe the crew, who did the win, that's how we do, I've been a king and I've been about mine, never could doubt mine, they running the route, I leave a outline,
coveted, medium more, but I had to start him. For that reason. I like the addition of one of those
putting it down for that. Time I was dining out. Had to bring grinding back. Doing the drills and working the wheel where you're grinding at. You know what it be. Playing this here for the keys. Had to make out with a feast. A family to feed. Third call where the trophy should be. He ain't got me in the game now. Read on with the game now. Dear here with a lane now. Home second with a ring now. Legendary on the field. Kind of drip is a skill. This the highest cruiser bill. Ain't nothing to the hill.
50. I don't have to be up this 50 all-purpose yards. Man, gonna be crazy. I think I got 1,200 yards already. That's only week. Week I'm annoyed. That's what it is. Week I'm annoyed.
That's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Yeah, this the winning team. 6 rings with a pinky ring. Everybody used to picking me, now I'm the one that they picking. Snake shout, they hit scene, but I can't hear when the crowd screams. Still balling like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in it. Even blood across it where the blood thinner. Just stay turned like, you know, I've been through that water like the Olympic swimmers. Only bread and butter, what we ate for dinner. So I had to dream it till the dream is bigger. Only want the gold, we don't need the silver. Gotta be number 1, number 2 never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna call my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, gotta know just to end the drought. I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me. I feel the way my heart all on my sleeve. That's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Come for the win, can't take another L.
In 3rd place. We gotta go 2nd place now, because we beat the division leader. We gotta go 2nd place now. Hopefully the Vikings lose. We gotta win over the Vikings.
I do not feel ashamed. I'm a dog, I'm a beast, and I cannot be tamed. I don't do it for fame, it's the love for the game. I go in like I'm trained. I'm prepared for the rain, they amazed.
We done with the Packers, done with the Bears. All our division games
anything that you could do, I could do it better than you. No matter what I do, achieve, still got something to prove. I spent the check on the dollar cross, but still ain't paid my dues. Gotta be number 1, number 2 never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna call my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, gotta know juice to end the drought. Yeah, I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way my heart all on my sleeve. That's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Come for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here.
Man, wish I could have that game back. Wish I could have that game back now. We couldn't stop play action pass. And that was just a choppy game. And then we finally figured it out. We have the Giants, Jets, Pats, Dolphins. That's gonna be a game. We got a tough stretch. We got a tough stretch.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rain.
Stick to what we do best.
Don't ask me a thing.
I ain't worried. I understand. He's love Hedges. I think I just went up to level 32. And he's like points. You like this show? Oh, you can watch it. Oh, that's a really good show, actually. I like that show a lot. I'm happy you're watching it, son. You enjoy it.